Here in the IFSEC 2014 studio, I'm delighted to be joined by James Kelly, who is the Chief Executive of the British Security Industry Association. Thanks for joining us, James. Tell me a bit about what the BSIA is and what it does.
We're the lead trade association for the private security industry in the UK. Got about 370 members and another 100 or so of subsidiary companies, so 500 in total. And we provide a range of services from lobbying to knowledge awareness, expertise, promoting the value of security, expanding the market, and so forth. So a whole range of activities on behalf of our very varied membership.
I was going to say, who are your members? Is it individuals? Is it companies? How does that work?
It's companies. So we're, as a trade body, we just represent companies that provide security products and services. And that ranges anything from manned guarding through to close protection work, through to all the electronic areas like CCTV, manufacturing, access control. 17 different sectors in all that we represent. A pretty broad picture of the security market in the UK.
And what are the key benefits that you would say are there of being a member of the BSIA?
Well, we do a lot of work on standards, so we advise companies providing these products and services on the latest standards. We try and shape the development of the industry, try and expand the market for them. So, for example, in the area of policing, for example, where the police are suffering very big budget cuts, it creates opportunities for our member companies. And we're keen to expand that and get them providing support services to the police, for example.
Now, you have a stand here at the show. What sort of stuff is there happening? What opportunities do visitors have when they visit your stand?
Well, it's a really lively area actually, because we use it as an opportunity not just to network with existing members, but also we welcome non-members onto the stand with a view to recruiting them. So we're educating them about what we provide, what we offer. There's work there on committees working to shape the latest initiative on whatever it might be. So it's a real hubbub of meetings and networking.
Now, you mentioned that one of the BSIA's roles is lobbying, including lobbying the government. Now, question for you: if there was one thing that you thought the government could do to help the industry do its job better, what would that one thing be?
It would. I think it would be actually stop taking the security industry for granted, because on the regulatory front, this is an industry which actually welcomes and supports regulation, and we've worked very closely with the regulator and the Home Office over the last few years to come up with a new system of regulation based on business licensing. And for one reason or another, the government has not actually provided a legislative vehicle to put that in place for us, which is a terrible waste actually of effort. And it's partly because of the government's ideology about deregulation. They don't want to see anything that increases regulation, even when, sadly, an industry wants it and is trying to be responsible in that aim.
Sure. Come back to the show. How many years have you been associated with the show for now?
Good enough, maybe 10 years or so, but in the last 3 or 4, we've had a commercial partnership with UBM. So we co-promote IFSEC, and we see this as a key part of our marketing activity every year. So it's really important to us, and hopefully we bring a good bit of value for the show organisers.
And finally, James, what's the most exciting thing about the show this year for you?
I think with the move to London, it's actually created a greater opportunity to attract more overseas visitors. And we've got a proportion of our membership that are very active in export markets. So they're looking to develop sales abroad. And being here so close to London international transport hubs, I think it's a really good opportunity to attract those visitors and export our homegrown products and services.
Terrific. James Kelly, as Chief Executive of the BSIA, thank you very much indeed for joining us.